What's up, everyone? Welcome back to One Last Try Gaming. I am Gambino, and joining me tonight, as always, Greebs and Cook.
Hello.
Mass Effect 1, Legendary Edition, Episode 9. We're jumping right into it. We're back in the Normandy. Some crazy stuff happened last episode. Cook, can you catch us up?
Shit popped off. That's all I know. We had a good fight. We defeated a thorium plant, freed this, what are they called? Ansari? No, that's not right.
Oh, sorry.
Asari. Freed an Asari called Shiara, who was under the control of the plant. And she actually mind melded with us and kind of gave us a cipher that is supposed to be, I think, the knowledge of a whole species or something, the Protheans, I guess.
Yes.
For the experience of it, so it's given us something that we seem like we don't exactly know yet what that is, but I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. And then actually, I don't think we've decided yet what we're going to be doing next.
We have not decided yet what we're
going to do.
Yeah. I thought it might be fun if we spent a little bit of time kind of talking to our crew. We haven't really come down here to this area of the ship yet, but we've got Rex.
We get to know you, kind of a thing.
Yeah, so let's get to know Garrus a little bit.
Commander, nice workout.
What should people do though, Greebs, if they want to get to know us?
I was waiting for the perfect segue, and you just handed it to me on a silver platter. If they would like to get to know us better, then they should call Cook. His phone number is just joking. Like and subscribe down below. This is the sort of feedback that we use to tell us, hey, we're making good videos, let's make some more, and hit that notification bell so that when we make more fun videos and spill our secrets on these strange videos, then you'll know right away.
Boom. Nice work, Creeps.
Bino, sorry, can you share just the game instead now?
Oh, did I not do that?
No.
Okay, give me 1 second. Moving over, share my screen, change windows. We're going to change, whoops. Mass Effect. Go live. Did it work?
I might have to disconnect it and go back in, which will mess up my video.
Hold on.
I can't see it either.
Okay, let me stop streaming. And then I'm going to share my screen. Mass Effect. Go live. There we go. Now do you see it?
Yep.
Perfect.
Yes, sir. We weren't getting any audio or anything. The other one.
No, but I know.
And no, this isn't our first video ever.
No.
You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
I kind of like Garrus's voice.
Yeah. He's pretty awesome, too.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter
Also looks
how
pretty
I do
badass,
it,
too.
as long as I do
Yep.
it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
Actually, this is Cook's choice.
Sorry, I missed your choice then.
I see.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things.
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled
Man,
with
she's a
more
little
and
bit
red
more
tape.
rude with that than I
CSEC
thought she'd
handling
be.
of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
It's a tough decision.
I hope you made the right choice.
Sympathy.
I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why.
What was the name of that
It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel.
that
see
dude
how
that
things
died
are
in the
done
first
outside
episode that
CSEC.
was like Saren's...
Either
we
way,
thought he was
I plan
Saren's
to make
buddy?
the most of this.
Nihilus.
Without CSEC headquarters looking over my
Nihilus.
shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
Sounds good to me.
As long as you do your job well, you're free to go about your business as you see fit.
Thank you, Commander.
All right.
Look at that, XP just on that.
XP just on that. Let's go talk to Sassly here.
Commander?
Goodbye, Scott. That's just
Goodbye. Oh, can we talk?
Dismissed,
Oh.
Chief.
Oh.
That's fine.
Ma'am.
No, let's pretend that never happened.
Commander?
Edit in post. Can we talk?
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was hoping to get a minute of your time. Off the record.
Oh. What about?
Is this duty-related, Chief?
No, ma'am. Well, maybe. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but, I'm...
Oh, dear.
I'm concerned about the aliens. Vicarian and Rex.
Hey, now.
With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
Whoa. It's 2021. We can't be asking these questions.
She's so
Because they're
cut.
not Alliance? Because they're aliens?
You don't trust their motives because they're not human.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
You're out of line.
Oh,
That's
Cook
enough,
going down
Chief.
hard.
You always second-guess your superiors?
Ma'am, no ma'am. I'm sorry, I was out of line. I'll get back to my duties, Commander.
Sheesh, lady. Oh, this is neat. So we can pre-equip people with equipment down here.
Oh, cool. Oh, looks like there's room for more lockers.
Shepard,
Just, you know.
what can I do for you?
Personal inquiry, please, Rex.
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story.
Oh.
Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
Come
You
on.
Krogans live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Look at your face,
Well,
buddy.
there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
Big deal. Just joking.
That's unfortunate.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
I like these answers. It isn't?
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth?
Ooh, getting
And I
real here.
suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I see your point.
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
Rex will remember this.
I won't.
Sorry, Rex. I wasn't trying to get you upset.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard.
Whoa, now, Rex.
As for the
Thought I
Krogan,
liked you.
I gave up on them long ago.
Well, I guess I was a bit of a dick.
The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Investigate. Extinction.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are.
He kind of sounds like
interested
the
in
rock
staying
monster
in our
from
own
Neverending Story.
system.
So?
So,
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
Investigate. The other option. Genophage.
genophage.
What can you tell me about the
Or
genophage?
genophage.
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it.
Not really a talker, eh,
All I
Rex?
know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected. Every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
What?
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
I see.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
I
That was
really,
interesting.
really like Rex. The genophage is crazy. This is the ship's engine here.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian, Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
Is she bothering you?
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's
Oh.
amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real
Good
knack for
answer,
technology,
Chief.
that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
He's useful.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for Tally, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
I think it's still you, Cook. That was kind of an investigate.
Okay. Investigate, fine. Stealth system.
Fill me in on the IES stealth system. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
So we're invisible?
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual
Well, the
scan
stealth system
can
is-
still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
FTL gives us away.
Why doesn't it work with
It's a
faster
great
than
game, by
light
the way,
travel?
too. FTL.
Cranking up to
Mhm.
FTL,
FTL is
shifts
awesome.
our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick
I went
up
to
our
Australia,
location whenever
what
we
now?
enter or exit FTL
6 years
flight.
ago?
But for short-range missions,
7
our
years
stealth
ago.
systems are amazing.
And I basically played it the entire trip down.
Oh, wow.
It was
Jeez.
fun.
Investigate. Personal questions.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
I like the cut of your jib, Adams. Would you like to replace Caden on our team?
Yeah.
What was the other option in investigate?
Normandy.
Let's just do it.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed. And she's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
Drive core?
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, but we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
I think that's everything.
That's it.
Carry on, Adams.
That was a good,
Aye.
good investigate, Cook.
All right, let's talk to Tally.
Nice.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
This ship is special.
The Normandy's a prototype, cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
You're into ships?
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But
Oh, I
we
can
don't
kinda
have
see her
anything
face right
like
now.
this.
Mhm.
We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep
I hope
them
you're
running
okay
for as
with
long
only
as we
seeing
can.
that because that's all you're
Some
ever
of the
going to
fleet's
get.
larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I guess that was 300 years ago.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla, grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Investigate. Pilgrimage, since you're talking
I
about
want
it.
to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Do they always accept?
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when the gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
Then let's change topics.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
Investigate. Geth.
I want to know
What's
more
the
about
deal?
Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Tell me.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
Isn't AI research illegal?
How come
Didn't
the
know that.
council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. 1 million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
The neural network? Tell me more.
So the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
Like a hive mind.
So there's some sort of group consciousness.
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
I don't get it.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm probably oversimplifying. The Geth are incredibly advanced and complex creations. All you need to know is that they get smarter when they gather in large numbers. As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine,
cool.
this caused a near panic among my people.
Why? Well, actually, no.
I'm
What
feeling
happened
so
next?
bad
Oh, well.
about those questions.
Didn't. All good, I
The
think.
Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves. It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
They defended themselves.
Hey, you can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exile searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
I already said they defended themselves. I already said serves you right. I think we'll move on. I'll say goodbye.
I should go.
See you later.
Interesting
But yes, that's
story.
the classic AI story where you build something and you don't want it to be sentient, and it becomes, and then it takes over, and then isn't it like Matrix all over again?
I don't remember.
Terminator?
Skynet.
Mm-hmm.
That's a slow elevator.
Tis, yes. Just Caden, just gonna leave him alone.
Good.
Actually, we should probably talk to Caden. Why don't we make this an episode? It's kind of like a bottle episode.
I don't. What does that mean? I don't get it.
Commander?
You stay on the
It's-
ship the whole time.
We stay on the ship the whole time, and
Oh.
we'll just talk to all of our crew members.
Never heard that before. A bottle episode.
They explain it very well in Community, because Abed is
Oh.
a very big television fan, and he knows all the tropes. And he's like, "We're doing a bottle episode," and they all get stuck in the study room.
Surprised you
I
never
always
heard
make
that
time
before,
for my
Chris.
officers.
I've seen Community. I love Community. I just don't remember it.
This Saren is trading people to aliens for some kind of lost knowledge. But we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
This one, Cook, you can read or do this one.
Wait, no, it's you.
Okay. I hear you.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. I mean, it's funny, we finally get out here, and the final frontier was already settled. And the residents don't even seem impressed by the view. Or the dangers.
An old-fashioned view.
well.
Safest
You're a
one.
romantic. Did you sign on for the dream, Malenko? Secure a man's future in space?
Yeah, I read a lot of those books when I was a kid, where the hero goes to space to prove
You're trying to
himself worthy
repair
of the
my
woman he
relationship
loves, or
with Caden? Is that why you wanted me to talk to him?
for justice. Maybe I was a romantic in the beginning, but I thought about it after brain camp. Biotic
Brain camp.
acclimation and temperance training. I'm not looking for the dream. I just want to do some good. See what's out here. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
What did they train you for?
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
You doubt it was accidental?
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was
Yes,
downwind of
poor
a
guy
transport
Cook.
crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins.
This is
It
what
only gets
Beano's trying to
iffy
do,
around
make me feel sympathy for him.
63 when Kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals. A bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Oh, you get to investigate one, Cook.
Sounds rough. Go on.
Jump Zero's a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. Anyway, this was supposed to be a casual debrief, not a bull session about stuff that happened years ago.
I want to know my crew because I'm making a
We
bottle
have to
episode.
depend on each other in combat. I like knowing what kind of man I have at my back.
I understand, man.
Yeah, back on the ship.
I won't let you. You make a habit of getting this personal with everyone?
Uh-oh, is this the start of romance?
Oh my god, no, I didn't want to go down
Is
this
he
road.
like, yeah, what's going on here? What is he trying to imply?
To some degree.
Of course. But I don't enjoy it with everyone. We'll talk again later.
Oh
Oh.
my.
Nope.
I'll need some time to process that, Commander.
Nope.
But, yeah.
That's why he wanted to talk to Caden.
No, it's not. Shepherd's Locker. I don't think there's anything we can do up here. These are our escape pods. This one looks like it's taking some damage. If we ever have to eject, that's the one Caden's getting.
Dude, there's only 8?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, would look like it.
It's not enough.
It is not enough. That's like Titanic lifeboats all over again.
Not enough by half, Captain.
Let's replenish our Medigel while we're in here. Doctor?
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
Investigate. Her voice is familiar too. Did we say that she was somebody that we know? Can't remember. Oh, asking specifically about Caden? What is that all about? Let's do it. Alenko.
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record. Over a dozen special commendations.
He was the
Tends to
voice
keep
of
to
Queen
himself,
Mira
though.
in Gears of War.
Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an
Oh.
L2.
An L2?
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
Complications?
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
Investigate. Personal questions?
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured
Actually, I
the
think that
colonies
Gears of
were
War thing is
teeming
where I
with
recognize her
exotic
from.
adventure. I wanted to travel
see
the
anything else that
stars,
jumps out at me.
tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns
I'm
out
kind of like
military
picturing
life isn't
her
quite as
talking
romantic as
over
I'd
like a
imagined.
cutscene or something.
But humanity
Yeah,
needs
it's
the
the Locust
Alliance
Queen
if we want to
Mira.
keep
That's what that is.
expanding
Yeah.
through the Traverse. And the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Any regrets?
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes
No
I think
regrets.
about opening a private practice
regrets.
back on Earth. Or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
Is that it for investigate, I'm guessing?
Yep.
Yeah, alright.
I should go.
Goodbye,
Later.
Commander.
Later.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
Are you okay?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
She's the best.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Tell me more about you.
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you, and making a fool of myself in the process. As I said, I am not used to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
It's true, we are. Oh, I thought that was still investigate. Cook's investigate, but maybe not.
No.
Yeah, I'll take over. We're short-lived. It's true.
We don't have the luxury of time. An Asari can live for 1,000 years. We're lucky if we hit 150.
That is true. At first I thought that was a weakness of your species. After spending time with you and your crew, however, I think it may actually be an advantage. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
Intimidating?
You're scared of us?
Unfortunately, the rest of the galaxy sees humanity as something of a bully. You run over anyone in your path to get what you want. It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepard.
Brian.
I'm doing the best I can, Liara.
There is a reason the Council chose you to become a Spectre. They saw something special in you. The best of what humanity has to offer. I looked into your history. I know what you did during the Blitz. It was a remarkable display of courage and heroism.
You could have asked.
You didn't need to go behind my back. I would have told
don't
you
say
whatever
like
you wanted
that.
to know.
I apologize, Commander. After our last conversation, I was afraid I would say something stupid again. I wanted to know more about you, to understand what made you into the woman you are. There is something compelling about you, Shepard.
I want to believe that.
Are you sure you're interested in me? Or is it my visions of the Protheans?
This is like our romance episode.
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial interest, but it has grown beyond that. You intrigue me, Shepard.
I'm Team Liara
but I
here
was
instead
not
of
sure
Team
if it
Caden,
was
by the way.
appropriate to act on
I'm
my
Team
feelings.
Edward.
Team.
I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Lieutenant Alenko.
Never seen that, by the way.
Really? What?
Wait, who's the
None
Lieutenant?
of these answers
Alenko?
are good. That's
Just,
Caden.
Just
Oh, that is Caden, okay.
But it's not serious implies that there's like some sort of relationship.
it's
but there
probably
isn't.
the least leading of all of them.
Yeah, I guess so. I think these are good answers. I want to say no. Fuck Caden.
Hey, question, Bino.
Yeah.
If we had talked to Liara first, would that have been a thing? Like,
Nope.
Would this have been different?
This would not have been a thing.
That's cool. So what the heck did we do to give that impression though? we
Well,
were just
why
like,
did you
learning,
talk to
talking him.
Caden first there, Bino? Thanks.
So first of all, I did not realize that things would already get to this stage in the people development. Secondly, it's a small ship and word travels fast, you guys. So
Wow.
Cook.
I guess it's not serious. I don't know. Those are all bad answers, but
The lieutenant and I are just friends. Nothing
there
more.
you go. That's
My
okay.
mistake then. I am not as adept at understanding human relationships as I thought. But what about us, Shepard? Is there a
Oof.
mutual attraction, or was I wrong about that too?
Oh, now it's me?
All right, Greaves.
We don't even really know her that well. But I'm still Team Liara. If we have to choose a
Well,
path.
I was gonna say if it's a choice between the two, I would be Team Liara. I don't know that. I don't know.
Do we have-
It just we're not. This is too soon to be attracted
Okay.
to her. So I say.
So
I just want to be friends.
okay.
Whoa, hold on.
I'm not
Hold
interested
on.
in you in that way, Liara.
It was Greaves'
This
choice.
is very
I know, but I
embarrassing
wanted
for
to
me,
know,
Commander.
does this close the door
Please,
on
let's talk
anything
about something
future?
else.
I don't know, but I can tell you can romance any one of your crew members.
Rex, just joking.
I don't know about Rex. That's not an avenue I pursued when I played this game the first time.
Rex definitely seems to be a tough nut to crack.
Let's learn about Asari culture.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Rumors?
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
How is that possible?
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
What about the other parent?
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
Who was your father?
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
That's personal.
She rarely spoke of her partner.
What does it
Though
mean
I
to be
know
a
my
father?
father,
Confused
if
about that.
you want to use that term, was another Asari.
Yeah.
You don't know who?
Benezia never told you her partner's name?
Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood, though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face. It is a great insult among my people.
Interesting.
It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
You don't know that.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the
Is there a
child
chance
reaches
that
maturity.
it's... Oh no, never mind.
I think we got out of investigate. Cook, you want to ask the next question?
Aren't we still investigating? It's right there. I can
are
suppose
we
it's
still-
Mr. Cook then.
I'm confused.
The Cook run with it. Go.
How do they deal with
You
that?
Asari live for
question
1,000
mark.
years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
Creeps, investigate more or take
Oh,
off?
it's back. Let's let her investigate.
Well, just Benezia.
Let's see what Benezia uncovers.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
Benezia was swept up in events beyond her control and lost herself. She fell under the spell of indoctrination and became part of the very thing she wanted to stop. But I will remember and honor how she lived, not how she died. My mother was strong, kind, and beautiful, and now she is gone.
I'm sorry.
Are you gonna be okay?
You are kind to ask, Shepard. I do miss her, and I grieve for what happened to her. But I will not let my grief interfere with what we are trying to accomplish.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Goodbye.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
So I believe that you can strike up new conversations with your staff or with your crew after every mission. So whenever you go to a planet, do something, and then come back to the ship, you can start.
Fresh set.
Yeah. Yeah, so there may be a chance to rekindle that romance with Liara.
Caden. Yeah. Oh, we gotta talk to Seth.
Yeah, we do. Let's just see. Talk to Navigator Presley.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
Jesus Christ. Buddy, get off my
We're
back.
all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, ma'am, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
What? You got killed?
Yeah. You doubt my decisions?
I'm in
Get this
charge
guy
here,
off the ship.
Presley. I decide if we have non-humans on this vessel.
Yes, ma'am. Understood, ma'am.
Alright.
I don't even want to talk to
Investigate.
this guy.
Oh.
You
Aliens on the
decide
ship. Let's go drill down that.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
Never turn away help.
Some people think asking for help is a sign of weakness. That's just being stupid and stubborn. No matter how strong you are, allies can make you stronger.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
What's the other investigate option? No, I don't care about his personal life. He's
Carry
showing
on,
his true
Presley.
colors.
Yes, ma'am.
Ooh, we got renegade points.
What?
We didn't get renegade points talking to anybody else.
Why? Do you think?
I don't know.
Greeb's the renegade.
Oh my goodness.
Greebs?
Hey, Commander,
The
next time we
renegade.
touch down, let's try not to park the ship in a colony of mutant zombies. Just thinking out loud here.
Investigate.
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
Investigate. Wait, aren't you still in the investigate part?
Yeah. Oh,
That
yeah,
wasn't
because
really investigate. Or was it?
Kicked us out.
I'd like
Yeah.
to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my
easy.
disease.
Well, didn't mean to insult you.
I'm sorry, Joker. I didn't even know you were sick.
You mean you didn't know?
Wait.
Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and
Oh,
they'll
wow.
shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic. But I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
Oh.
How'd you get your nickname?
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
Yeah, right.
I was just thinking how much you remind me of Santa Claus.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Were you unhappy?
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy, even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
Tell me about your disease.
I need to know more about this Vrolik syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Oh, don't say it like
Yeah, of
that.
course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable.
Renegade
but there's
points.
no
Renegade
cure.
points.
Yeah.
I classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures, hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year.
Mr. Glass.
Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
How do you do your job?
You're not gonna break a bone trying to fly the ship, are you?
I don't fly with my feet, Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real careful when I get up to take a piss, though. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry about it.
I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable. Let's talk about something else.
Whatever you want, Commander.
All right, I think that's it.
I have to go.
All right, see ya.
All right, see you. Well, I think we talked to everybody.
I think that's it, yeah.
That is it.
Who's
Awesome.
the XO? Is it Presley?
Yeah. Presley is
Oh.
the XO.
Yuck.
And then I think the last area that we didn't go into was the comlink. This is where we do our team meetings.
Meeting room.
And this is where we pick our next destination, which we will do in the next episode. Guys, bottle
Ooh.
episode successfully complete.
I love it.
Save the budget. Good job.
Yes. If you guys enjoyed watching this one, getting to know our crew a little bit more, accidentally almost romancing Caden, and accidentally maybe ruining our relationship with Liara, then please join us again. Can we salvage this? Or is it too late? Find out next time on One Last Try Gaming. As always, please like and subscribe if you haven't done that yet, and we'll catch you in the next episode. Later, gentlemen.
Later.
So long.